What's up, guys? Scuffed audio is actually gone, so we're basically back to somewhat of our regular video. Not regular video schedule, but the videos are gonna be sounding much better than usual. Now, this is today's what if for what if Naruto had Black Horse's energy. I figured out, not that hard, that I've made him pretty overpowered. So I have decided to slightly severely nerf him, as the progression of Naruto, it's still gonna go at a decent rate, but the progression is it's too fast. So that's how I'm just gonna keep it like that. Now let's get into it. We start off as Naruto is just getting up from a well-rested rest. And we start off with Naruto basically getting up as he feels slightly weaker as his energy is getting drained by him and back into the shoes, as it was only a one-time thing. From putting on the shoes, he gained a temporarily power boost for a while until it ran out, of course. Now, when Naruto would have gotten up, of course, I tried watching the last part, but I don't remember what he said, even though I watched it, but I kind of skipped some. But anyways, Naruto would wake up and he would head to where Kakashi said to meet. Day after, yesterday, of course. They would then start running missions through the Leaf Village. Cat, just any basic low-ranking mission. Cat delivery, food basket, whatever, messaging, all that types of stuff. Naruto, he would have gotten pretty tight, as he is not willing to stay there, of course, just to doing all this low-ranking missions. He was trained as a ninja for a reason, right? So then, Team 7 and Naruto, they would have burst through the doors of Hiruzen's office. Well, hello, Team 7, Hiruzen would say, welcoming them into his office. Naruto would slam his hand into the table of Hiruzen's desk, asking for a better mission, as he's tired of doing all these low-class ranked missions. Hiruzen, not trying to startle Naruto and make him have that outburst he had yesterday, he would have assigned them a scroll fetching mission. Now, this mission would require them the 2-day trip to get over to where the Stone Village is meeting somebody to write down a scroll for them. This is some really good intel, as the Leaf Village is trying to achieve it. So, Team 7 would have been sent, Team 7's mission would have to be sent out to go and retrieve that scroll, fully wrote down, and bring it back. Team 7 would have been pretty excited, as this is something that they've never really experienced before. So then, they would have took their leave. They would have stopped at a hotel in the evening of the day, of course. Now, when they stopped at the hotel, they would pack their stuffs in their rooms, and Kakashi would tell them to head outside. From heading outside, Kakashi Sensei would say, alright, I'm going to teach you all how to I'm going to teach you how to use your chakra control properly to be able to walk on walls and everything else like that. Naruto seems like he's already knows how to do it from what I've seen. So Sasuke, I will be teaching you how to do it. So then, Sasuke, he would have felt a bit jealous, but that was alright. They would have then learned to control the chakra to be able to put it into certain things and be able to walk on them. For an example, the tree, water, anything else like that. Kakashi would show an example as he would be standing using one foot on a cup on its side, of course. Still confused why I wasn't rolling, but chakra control. Anyways, so then the next day they would head off hitching a ride. Day after that, in the night, they would have been gotten closer and closer to the area, but they would hear an explosion go off in the distance, as it was like a bullet or a bomb flying towards them. An explosion. This wasn't no ordinary jutsu. I'm not certain if an A and a K or something like that. Oh, what was this? It's one of the Datara's clans, but you gotta look it up. I don't properly know the name of Datara's clan. Like, how am I supposed to know that? To be honest, people never really know. But like, I've played some games that Datara's clan, like, cause Datara's clan got like Perfect Garden already. Yeah. So then, not Datara. Oh my, you got the gist. All right, you got the gist. So, an explosion would have launched towards them, of course, and from this explosion, Team 7 would have scattered a bit across as they see one of these stone ninjas. Now, I don't remember the clan, but let's just say it's one of Datara's clans, alright? Because I know it too. Let me stop talking. This ninja would have been distracting them while the other ninjas would be bringing the scroll rider somewhere else to finish it so they can leave. That's just Konoha they're talking about. This is Irugakure versus Konoha right now. So then, Kakashi would tell Naruto to stay with him, Sakura and Sasuke to get those other two ninjas. But Naruto would deny this and saying, I'm going after them two alone. Sasuke, you're coming with me. Sakura, you stay with Kakashi. Kakashi, not trying to start anything, would accept this deal as he would say, just so Sakura and Sasuke won't think of any ideas, say, alright, that's actually a really good plan. Alright then, let's do that. So then, Sakura and Kakashi would get ready as this ninja with the explosions, whatever, would launch towards them. Now, Sakura would have hit the ground, causing the ground to pop up as a wall to block an explosion. They would then use this explosion to jump up into the air and launch would back down. Kakashi would then grab Sakura and then rush out of the way using a body flicker. Sakura getting ready, she would have then prepared in a taijutsu type stance. This explosion person would land, but Sakura would kick them in the head, sending them flying into Kakashi. But they would have an explosion ray, sending it forward to Kakashi that would use his Sharingan to swiftly move out the way, receiving some burnt damage. While that's happening, Naruto and Sasuke have just reached to the two people trying to escort this rider, whatever, for the scroll. Now, they would have told the person to stay over here and keep riding. They would have done a rock dome jutsu, so this person would stay in this dome, continue riding, and not get hurt in any sort of way. A fight would break out. Naruto and Sasuke versus two Irugakure ninjas. I'm sure, I hope I'm saying the village correctly. I can say some village, but like, you get the gist. So then, a fight would break out. They would have been throwing some jutsus back and forth. One of them went through a great breakthrough. Yeah, one of them would do a great breakthrough, hitting Naruto, but Naruto would have been able to survive. But then, one of them would decide to basically rush the mission and do an explosion, basically. This wasn't perfect art like Datara, but this would put the person on a life-breaking point. This explosion move would envelop the whole area. Well, not fire, but an explosion. Sakura would see some distance as Kakashi is basically already handling himself. So Sakura, with her healing, not genjutsu, she's not going genjutsu, she's actually going healing. With her healing, she would have rushed over to where Naruto and Sasuke are. Naruto, he would have been on the ground kneeling a bit, singing with Sasuke, as now this stone ninja that has did the explosion was on life-threatening point. Now this other Iragaki ninja would have been really mad, pretty tight. Damn you! You made him use the move. And why did you use the move? You're disadvantaged now. 3v1. Y'all just kids anyways. So this will be an easy match. I'll easily take you down. Don't underestimate me. I'll easily stomp you down, you idiot. A fight would then break out, as this person would basically be body flickering around them, throwing kunai explosive tags everywhere, trying to at least get them off balance. Naruto in a black flashlight, lightning, I was gonna say lightning, but it sounds like a lightning cloak, but in a black flash, he would have rushed over to this ninja that was walking on the trees and all that. He would go for a kick in the face, but they would dodge it, kicking them in the back, sending them flying. Naruto would have then, while flying, use his feet and kick his feet in like 3 times, real fast. This would have sent these black and white blasts flying over to this ninja, and so then this ninja would have gotten hurt. But he would have countered the last one while Naruto's running over. This would hit Naruto. Sasuke would see this. Naruto would go flying into a tree, hitting its head, almost passing out. Sakura would go over to try to heal and protect Naruto for now, but then Sakura would have also gotten hit, and then an explosion tag would explode on her. Sasuke, seeing this all, would have then awakened his Sharingan, as this would trigger a flashback to where people are dying around him. Like, he couldn't even explain it properly, as a flashback where he sees his brother Itachi killing every clan member, every family member, every friend around him. A massacre, of course. He would then awaken his Sharingan. He would start moving at not intense speeds, but this ninja was already weakened. So Sasuke would have started moving, hitting this ninja up, pretty much boxing him down. Naruto would have got up and flew in with a kick, a roundhouse kick, sending the ninja flying into a tree. Sasuke and Naruto, getting ready into a fighting position side by side, would then launch themselves at the ninja, with Kakashi coming in clutch, stunning the ninja in place, just so he can see what they're about to do. Naruto would have kicked him up into the air, with Sasuke jumping on Naruto to launch him back down. Then after the ninja would fly down to the ground, they would both jump up in the air and both take both of their feet and dive straight down. I think that's dynamic entry, but a duo version. I'm not technically sure, but yeah, I think I just them dynamic entry, but a duo version. They would then launch themselves down at this stone ninja, and then boom, this stone ninja would have been gone. Well, not gone, but retired. Now, Kakashi would have said, congratulations. But I didn't stun him, yo, into not being able to pull that off. Surprising. Now, let's get this scroll writer, huh? I think it's about time he's finished anyways. They would have then broke open this earth dome to see this writer in it finish writing the scroll, as he would say, already got paid anyways. Here, here's the intel or whatever, trying to decode it. It's already been de-recoded, but if you want the recording paper, I really don't care. I already got paid anyways. Money's money. They'll take this paper that with code on it and the decoded scroll, and they will leave the area. Of course, it would have took 2 days to get back to the Leaf Village, but it would be alright, as they would rest at a motel, well, in whatever you call it, to rest up, as they got some battle wounds, not battle scars, but yeah. They would have then arrived back at the village. Sakura would then say, "So, you guys are also going to participate in the tuning exams? We need a whole team too anyways." Naruto would have been confused, but Kakashi would have popped in saying, "Oh, the tuning exams. Surprised you knew about them anyways." Once a ninja has done their first missions, their first rounds around the village, or any missions outside the village, once they all do their set, they will then be able to participate in, of course, the tuning exams. Of course, it has to be, well, yeah. They're gonna be able to participate in the tuning exams. Are you all interested anyways? Yeah, I'm interested, they would all say. But Naruto would be like, "So, how's it gonna work though?" Oh, the tuning exams, of course, Naruto, they would take place either in our village or other villages. For this season, the tuning exams, it will be taking place in our village, of course. The Konoha, of course. Now, you're going to be seeing different villagers from Sand to all over. Interesting. Alright then. So, when does it start? It starts about tomorrow. So I'll just sign you up dies today, and I'll wake up tomorrow to go to the exam place. Alright then, they would say, well, Sakura. And so then, they would have all gone home and went to sleep. While Naruto is sleeping, he would have woke up laying down on a wet floor. He would then realize, oh, I'm back here again, huh? It seems that your power has disappeared from you since the last time you had it, Naruto. Shut up, Nine Tails. I'll still be able to beat you anyways, even with the power I have. It's probably more powerful than you. The full extent of my power, if I had my other half, I would easily be able to beat you in that full temporary power that you had earlier. Yeah, shut up. So what? What do you mean by so what? If you finally learn and accept my power, I will lend you some of it. You're always trying to bust out whenever I'm at my lowest point. Why would I allow you to do that, huh? I had to stop using my own power earlier when I hit my head onto that tree. Yeah. Don't care. KYS. I'll be free anyways if you do that. Anyways, Naruto. Would you accept my deal? Maybe? Naruto, being a bit tempted as he's already got some of his power sucked from him, he decided to make a temporary agreement with Kurama to get some power. Now this power would have just been the QB red chalked eyes. This would have been a really good power boost to Naruto, of course. An exponential one. Some words I'm trying to say it properly so y'all can hear it clearly. So yeah. Anyways, so then, now, they would have been talking and all that. Naruto been confused by other half. But now Naruto would have then learned about his father and how he was actually going to be the fourth Hokage. But Hiruzen is still Hokage, so that's why. Yeah. Anyways, so then, now Naruto would have wake up to The sound of knocking and a doorbell ring, of course. This would have been Kakashi with Sakura and Sasuke. Now, Kakashi would say, "Wait, Naruto, let's go. Today's the day." Huh? Oh, it's really today? Wait, I forgot. Alright, bet, let's get it. So then, they would have run all the way over to the exams place, of course. Now, when arriving, they would have seen a bunch of ninjas from all over, of course. Ninjas from sand, yada yada, yeah, meh. my throat. Sorry. Anyways, so then they would have been introduced and brought into a room by a Beaky, of course. So then they would have headed into the written portion of the exam part. So Naruto, he pretty smart and he can see if he wants to anyways. These black forces, they come with that 10 plus 100% easy smart cheating aspect. You already know, like they invisible, bro. They can legit see anybody, bro. Not like invisible during combat. I'm talking like, I can see your work. I can see everybody work, bro. I can see through you, type beat. Yeah, for that comedic factor. Anyways, so then Obiki will then ask all the participants a question. I see that you're all finally done with the first portion of this exam, but there's actually one last question you'll have to answer. This question will determine if you are suitable and ready, confident enough to even become a ninja in the first place. So then, the room would have gone silent as teams are now contemplating with each other, saying, "Yeah, should we continue? This question is the last one too. We don't know what Konoha be doing. Wait, but I heard the Konoha ninjas don't even know what the question is too. So we're just all stumped then? Is that how it's gonna be? Yeah, I guess so. Then what the hell are we supposed to do then? Oh, damn it." The teams have been contemplating. So then, a portion of the teams would have left, a portion of them stayed. Team 7 would have stayed, of course. And so then, now, of course, Abiki would then say, for the teams that have stayed, congratulations on passing. Some of the teams that were outside the door while Abiki was saying this, that left and heard this, they would have been pretty pissed. Hey! What? How come they're passing? Easy. This question was to decide if you are ballsy, confident enough to be even able to accept this. This question was designed to see how willing you are to do something, even if you don't know what to come after it. And so then, that's your downfall. Well, you're gonna have to wait how many years? Not that much, but nice try. See you in the next exam. But yes, man. Konoha be doing the most weirdest stuff for the most powerful village. That's true. Man, I should have passed. Anyways, so then, of course, Abiki would have gone around collecting all the papers. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And so on, blah, 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 blah. And then, a woman would have came in crashing through the window. This would have been Anko, of course. Anko is screaming, "My name is Anko. I can't pronounce her last name, but it starts with an M. Y'all be going outside. Come on, Abiki. This is a bunch of people, man. People are so gullible these days. Alright, let's go outside." So then participants would have started heading outside, of course. And so she would have then state, alright, so this is the force of death. You have to sign these consent forms or you can drop out right now. As you may or you may or just may just die. It doesn't really matter as we're not responsible for your lives. If you die, it's not on us, it's you. You have the option of leaving now before heading in here. This is a 4-day thing, so you're going to be in there for a long time. So I suggest you pack something with you, as this is going to be a wild journey for you. Anyways, some people would leave, some people would be ready, so on, so on, so on. And so then Uncle would then say, alright, now that everybody's finally ready, there's 2 scrolls to this. There is a heaven scroll and an earth scroll. You need to have one of both of these scrolls and then head to the middle. After doing that, you will receive a room. You will stay there until the last day, and then you'll come out so you can take part in the next part, of course. So then, people would have gotten ready. Now, Uncle countdown. On your mark, set, begin! Teams would have been rushed forward. They'll rush head forward into the forest, of course. Now, once a certain sound would go off, they would have realized that, alright now. All teams would then realize now, okay, the safety bell or whatever is off. So that means teams can attack each other now. You could hear explosions in the distance and everything else like that. But it wouldn't be that loud, of course, it's forest. And so then, now, Naruto, Team 7, they would have been tree jumping, of course, trying to find their first victim, of course. Man, I keep saying of course. Anyways, they would have found a couple of stone ninjas. And it would have been an easy target, easy prey, no cap. Just saying. They would have been pretty easy. Why am I saying easy, man? It would have been pretty easy to take them down. And so then, Naruto, they would have took their Earth Scroll from them. Now, they would have then head out, as all they need is the Heaven Scroll, of course, and they're finished. So then, Naruto and, well, Team 7, they would have kept tree jumping, but then Sasuke, he would have got a hit into a tree, of course. After getting hit into a tree, Orochimaru and Naruto would lock eyes, but then, well, we don't know that's Orochimaru, but like, Orochimaru and Naruto lock eyes. Orochimaru, well, this suspicious person would then look down, see his blacked out shoes. This person would have started trembling, but then laughing at the same time, saying, "Who needs eyes if those shoes are back? I've died once wearing them, knowing that they'll be gone, but I never knew that they'll come back." Naruto would have been confused, saying, "You know about these shoes?" "Of course I do. I'm the first one who ever wore them, and you're the second. I know the full extent of their power. Who needs those eyes of them? Uchihas. Well, you have those shoes!" So then Orochimaru would direct himself to Naruto, as now Naruto's the main threat. So now this is where I'm going to be ending it off here. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. And yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.